Hey guys, this is Star Wars Nerds Unite, episode number 103. I'm your host, timvanautreve. Today we'll be talking about Star Wars Rebels, episode 11. Are we calling it 10? Or 12?
Let's just name it.
Yeah, whatever.
Visions
and Voices. Visions and Voices. That you heard just a moment ago was Josh the Tosh, internet famous Mason.
Titleless. I'm an amorphous blob of contribution.
What do you mean?
Hello.
Co-host.
You gave me no title.
I'm sorry, at this point, 103 episodes in, I have to give you a title each time?
Yeah. You give yourself a title each time.
I'm announcing...
I'm the host with
I'm
the
the
most.
hostess with the mostest.
Here's two scrubs who walked in this afternoon and needed a job.
The other person laughing at me is my wonderful, supportive wife, Jennifer vanautreve.
Hi.
Star Wars enthusiast.
And lover of naughty 80s movies.
Indeed she is. Especially...
We were talking about
Especially
gender
what?
inequality, and so she told us about this crazy movie from the 80s where this lady dressed up as a boy to get a better job.
I don't think it was a better job. I think it was, I think she was like a journalist, trying to be a journalist, and she wanted to be taken more seriously.
Was it She's the Man?
No,
It was
I can't remember what it was
just
called.
one of the guys.
Yeah, that's what it was. Just one of the guys.
Because these guys
If
had never
any
heard
reader
of it.
or any
Classic.
listener has ever watched Just One of the Guys, let us know. I would be amazed.
I bet they all have.
I don't know why.
It really pushed the feminist movement,
Yeah.
especially at the end.
Okay. Well, this is our last episode before Star
It's the
Wars
second to
Celebration.
last. Isn't it? Or are we just going to
Yeah,
do one?
second to last.
Yeah, because I won't release the other one until after we get back from
So
Celebration.
it's the last before you physically go, or somebody might listen to it, but won't be the last that's recorded before it.
Yeah, but maybe we'll record an episode, just the two of us, what we did at Celebration.
Yeah.
So then we might release one right after Celebration. You never know.
So what are you going to do for the next one? You can say, this is episode 1 of 2.
Yeah, that sounds 100 and lamma-damma ding dizzle. Rip dim dabby.
Yeah.
You know, I've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And Rick makes up words a lot like I do.
Yeah.
I like him.
I'm glad that you like him.
I really like when he says wubba lubba dub dub. That makes me really happy.
The person who directed this episode, his name is Bosco. Bosco Ng.
I think it's like win, isn't it?
It's just NG, though.
Yeah, but I have no idea. But I do have an idea, but I might be wrong.
How do you pronounce the last name NG?
Here's a matching video.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
In English, ing,
Ing.
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 Yeah, you said like.
Ing. I say Ing.
Okay.
Ing. Bosco Ing.
There it is. It was originally released December 10th, 2016. So we're
Only 3 months behind.
we're with it.
4 months behind.
We are with it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to do the synopsis?
I think you're the last one to watch it.
Jennifer.
Watch
was
it
the last
most
one to-
recently.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't the last one to watch it.
Oh, was it me?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it for a while.
Okay. So Ezra keeps thinking about Darth Maul. Or I guess they just call him Maul now, don't they? Or they still call him Darth Maul.
Nobody calls him Darth.
So they go and talk to the BenView, he and Kanan.
Well, he's not just thinking about Maul. He's having visions
Yeah,
that
like-
Maul is attacking people
I'm
around
sorry.
him.
Do you want to do the synopsis?
Well, you're not making it make sense. He wasn't just like pondering. Like, I wonder what
I wonder
Maul's
what Maul's
up to.
doing.
He
Maul is talking to him and messing with him, taunting him.
Yeah, okay.
And he's
with forcedness.
freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forcedness.
So they go and talk to the BenView, and Ezra's like, I don't know what to do. I just don't want to see Maul anymore. And then BenView's like, well, then don't turn around. And then they turn around, and Darth Maul's there. Blah! And then Maul explains that when they did that thing with the holocron, that their minds kind of merged and part of their answers are in each other's minds. And because Ezra wants to know so badly how to defeat the Empire, and that's the knowledge that he was after with the holocron. Because he wants that, he makes a deal with Maul so that they'll go to Dathomir and do something together that will give each other the information that they were seeking. So they like sort of meld their minds again. And Kanan, of course, thinks that's a bad idea. So do I, for the record. And they go to Dathomir, and there's witches' cauldrons.
He won't let Kanan go. Only Ezra can go with him.
Right. But Kanan, yet again, trusts Ezra to do the right thing. He's very good at letting the baby bird out of the nest. Let me tell you what. So they go to Dathomir, and they're around the Force witches, but the Force witches have all been killed. And Maul's kind of sad-zor about it, and they do a ritual on a, what are those called?
Altar.
Yeah, altar.
Altars,
Thank you.
yeah.
And they get possessed, or
No, first he does like a spell, and the witches
yeah,
give
the thing
them
works,
the information that they need.
but there's a cost.
And well, yeah, Maul didn't mention to Ezra what the cost was going to be until after the witches are like after them, and
Sabine and Kanan followed them. They tracked Ezra and show up. And who got
Maul
got
runs
possessed
away
first?
like
Kanan
immediately.
gets possessed first.
Maul
Right.
like immediately escapes,
Right.
and Sabine and Kanan run in to try to help.
right? So all they had to do is like get him outside of the threshold. It was like a video game boss. So they pull the possessed person, they coax them to the edge of their influence above the altar, and then poof, the Ghostbuster spirit pops out of them, and then they're all good again. So eventually that happens, and then everybody's okay.
Well, that's it.
And
That's how he gets the
Maul
one out of
cackles about
Sabine.
going to find Obi-Wan Kenobi on with twin sons, because that's the knowledge he was after, because he wanted revenge. There it is.
Kenobi.
They both found out that Kenobi was what they were looking for.
They both found out that
Well,
Tatooine
Kenobi was what?
was what they were looking for.
Right.
Not necessarily that Kenobi was what he was looking for.
I thought
Yeah.
Ezra specifically said it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. He said Obi-Wan specifically.
He's
Yeah,
still
because
just
he was looking
looking for what's going to destroy the
right,
Empire.
which was
Luke.
And he said
Obi-Wan can help him.
Obi-Wan knew the answer or something.
yeah,
He assumed
Obi-Wan.
it.
No, he said Obi-Wan knew the answer.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he has no idea who Obi-Wan
Yeah,
is.
they didn't know who he was.
He knows because of the holocron. In season 1, the holocron plays Luke, Obi-Wan's message about not coming back to the Jedi Temple. So that's how he knows of him, and I'm sure.
Well,
Kanan
I
talked
know
about
that they figure out that Obi-Wan is the one with the answers, and then Ezra's like, "We need to find him first." That's where that's where Maul is looking for him too.
Yeah, they're both after the same target.
For different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
But Ezra didn't just like coax the people away from the witches. He actually like destroyed the witches in the end.
Sabine gets
She gets a new
taken
light-
over as well.
She gets a weird lightsaber.
It's not a weird lightsaber. It's a dark saber.
That's what that is?
You don't remember what that is from?
Is that from those video games I never
No,
played?
it's from the Clone Wars.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Clan Vizsla has the dark saber.
They were awesome looking.
There's only one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like one ever?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Maul, like Ezra was about to grab it, and Maul like flipped out.
Well, he told him
He
not
was
to
like,
touch
"Don't
anything.
touch it!"
Yeah.
But then like Sabine saw it
Sabine knows
later
what
and
it
just,
is
like,
because
grabbed
it's
it.
her from Mandalore. The Death Watch used it.
Yeah, it's like a weird looking black.
It's a black lightsaber.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's almost
lightsaber.
like the absence of light
Yeah.
saber.
It looks sweet.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, that's a very well known artifact to people who have watched the Clone Wars.
Of course. So,
Why would the Mandalores have something like evil
It's
or
not
mystical?
evil.
Then what is powering it?
It's like a lightsaber. But
What
it's
is
a dark
powering it?
saber.
I have no idea what it is.
What does it have in it? Like,
It's got a crystal in it.
well, how
what
could
kind of
they?
crystal?
Why would they be allowed to use the crystals?
I can't remember the exact canon reason on how they got it, but they've had it forever.
And they just
And then
like share
Maul,
it.
Maul took it when he took over Mandalore.
But there's only ever been one.
Yes, there is one dark saber.
Yeah. Wielded by Death Watch's pre-Vizsla and later Darth Maul.
But it doesn't
Oh,
have
man,
anything
that
on
thing
its
is
history.
so cool looking.
Yeah,
I
I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched that season of Clone Wars.
No, it only talks about Sabine.
Alas.
What about... I didn't actually pull up Wikipedia.
There's really not much else to say about this episode.
So it's old canon, but it was created...
Legend tells that it was created over 1,000 years ago by Tari Vizsla,
Yeah.
the first Mandalorian ever inducted into the Jedi Order. After his passing, the Jedi kept the saber in their temple. That was until members of House Vizsla snuck in and liberated it. They used the saber to unify the people and strike down those who would have opposed them.
So
One time,
there
they
was-
ruled all of Mandalore wielding this blade.
So there was a Mandalorian who was a Jedi.
Apparently,
So that's why he had it.
that was his lightsaber.
Huh.
Anyone can hold the Darksaber. The trick is keeping it along with your head. Ursa Wren to Sabine Wren. Yeah, it doesn't say... oh, here we go. The Darksaber was known to have a crystal which served as a conduit for force energy. The wielder's thoughts and actions could guide the blade's power, with the blade often producing an electrical effect in response to a heightened emotional state. The Darksaber was also capable of parrying with lightsaber blades. According to Mandalorian custom, one could only obtain the Darksaber by defeating the previous owner in combat.
There you go. It's the mystical weapon. The Darksaber.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, it's cool.
This episode is one of those episodes that matters. And I like that.
Yeah.
I was excited when they brought up Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I know you like his beard.
Just think you're only about 5 episodes from the resolution of that storyline.
Oh, we're so close. Oh my god. What else do we want to say about this episode? A lot happened.
I think we covered all the big
everybody's-
stuff. There was
everybody's
lots
pretty quiet.
more.
What are our thoughts about it? What's our analysis of it?
We analyzed in the middle, but there was lots more of Maul implying that Ezra's going to be his apprentice.
He kept, it's like, he's like the, I don't know, he just keeps trying to beg Ezra to be his apprentice and
He's like
keeps
a-
talking about it over and over.
A creepy
and
kid.
Ezra's like, no, I'm not going to be your apprentice. I told you, I don't want to play with you. Like,
He's willing it into existence.
stop coming to my house.
He's the creepy kid in junior high that has a crush on a girl and keeps on writing her notes and stuff. And
That's how I got Jenny.
that's not at all how that happened.
Yeah, I didn't know him in middle school.
It wasn't middle school when I was writing all those notes. I let her borrow my socks. And it went straight to her heart. Right, honey?
Yep, exactly.
So this was like the end of the mid-season finale. So it ended the middle of the season on a high note.
Oh, that would have been a good spot for us to catch up 4 months ago.
But we didn't.
We ever going to do a comic book again?
Whenever we catch up.
I want to do a comic. We should do a comic when we get back from vacation.
Well, pick one. We're going to do whole blocks, right?
Yeah.
Blocks.
We should catch up. We should do the rest of the Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Did you release the Ahsoka episode yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
2 weeks
hey,
ago.
Like,
that reminds
nobody said anything about it.
Yeah.
Because people haven't read the
Because,
book.
oh,
So
I thought it's
there's-
because they read it like 9 months ago,
No,
and now
most
they're like,
people-
don't care.
Don't listen unless they've read or consumed the content.
We actually had really good downloads on Ahsoka. I think it's because it's an approachable name because people know who it is, so that they're searching, they're going to find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The issue was that I realized we didn't actually we named it Ahsoka, but then didn't actually talk about who Ahsoka was or present any sort of character traits about her. So any chance we had of roping in new fans was just obliterated.
Why would somebody not know who Ahsoka is if they're searching?
But maybe
if they're
they
drawn
maybe
to
they
the
just,
name Ahsoka.
Yeah, but we don't give a book report. Like,
I know, but it would have been nice. Should we do it now?
we
live
don't
and learn.
give
No.
definition of anybody.
She's a Tortuga ex-Jedi.
Boom.
Done.
Anakin, former apprentice. Who's Anakin?
Doesn't matter.
The book wasn't about him.
She talked about him on it. He was in it.
I saw a post on Reddit today where I don't even really get it, but it was Star Wars related. The medical droid from the end of episode 3 was talking to Obi-Wan through the glass, and he was like, she was starting to look kind of weak and stressed out, like she might die from depression, but I gave her some morphine and now she's okay. And that was it.
You probably were looking at a post from prequel memes.
Yeah.
That subreddit is terrible.
Okay.
There's an ongoing war between prequel memes /r/prequel memes and /r/sequel memes and /r/original memes.
I saw a /r/high quality GIFs today with Wayne's World, where the one where
What is all this /r crap?
That's how you know it's a Reddit subreddit.
yeah
Okay.
yeah Josh is putting his
If I say
This on the
/r/Star Wars, 90% of the internet knows what I'm talking about. Instead of reddit.com/r/.
Well, why do you
wouldn't
have
have
to
said
give
that.
the
I would've just said-
URL?
I
Why
would've
can't you
just
just say
said
a
the-
post on Reddit?
I did.
Because subreddits are an important part of Reddit. Understanding where something comes from gives you context for why it might be what it is.
Anyway, the high quality GIF Wayne's World was awesome. It was just about like high quality GIFs and making them and getting upvotes, which is meta, which is what they always post about. Anyway, it was really cool. It was when Wayne and Garth were like doing the factory tour and
Yeah.
stuff.
The I Love Lucy
It
montage.
wasn't I
Yeah.
Love Lucy.
What is that show? I can't remember the name of the show.
Laverne and
Laverne and
Shirley.
Shirley montage. Yeah. In Milwaukee. Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah.
The good land.
Oh man. They went to the beer bottling plant.
That's what he's
That's
talking about. That's
the
where Laverne and
montage,
Shirley
yeah.
used to work.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's a good movie.
Wayne's World's great.
If anyone has seen Wayne's World, you should write us a letter about it.
We should do an episode on Wayne's World. That would make my day.
There's no Star Wars references in Wayne's World.
There
Wayne's
was,
We could make our own.
before they did their movie, after they had been on Saturday Night Live and were somewhat established, they had this like hour and a half long special. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And my dad had it on VHS. He like recorded it on TV.
Yeah.
It was just like, and I watched it so many times. It is almost as funny as the movie itself, but it's just a longer skit. But it's like an
Yeah.
hour and a half long instead
Of
of.
the Wayne's World show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
It is
I didn't
awesome.
even know that existed.
My dad probably still has the tape.
Has
if
the
you
tape
wanna-
somewhere.
Getting a VCR that works would be more difficult than finding that
I
tape.
have one.
I've got one at my office.
Actually,
sitting on the
scratch that.
shelf.
Finding the tape in my dad's hoard
My
of
Probably up with
tapes.
the squirrels.
yeah.
Have
My
you told that story on the air?
yes,
yet?
you have.
Okay.
My grandparents have one of those VCRs that'll copy onto to DVDs.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
There
So
we
if you
go.
want to archive
Maybe
it
I
for
should get my
posterity.
dad one of those for like his birthday. And then he could spend the next 7 years of his life.
Converting
Yeah.
all the VHS tapes
Yeah.
in the squirrel
He
den.
probably still wouldn't get rid of the VHS tapes though, just in case. Like, he'd rather watch it that way.
I saw another Star Wars picture that I almost posted, but I didn't have time today at work. But it was somebody took a picture of their whole bookshelf.
Yeah,
And
with
it
all
had,
and
like, all the Star Wars
yeah.
books. I was like, my bookshelf would have looked cooler than that if my Star Wars books were all in a plastic tub in the basement.
well, that's unfortunate.
And if I hadn't switched to digital back in 2004, I guess that would make a difference too. So I should just shut my yammer.
Jason's taking his daughters to the American Girl store. Hot off the presses.
Are you checking Facebook while we're on
Keeps
the air?
popping up. I'm reading.
You have an alert on Jason?
On one specific
He's
chat.
tracking his whereabouts.
We were supposed to play Kingdom Death Monster tonight, but
What's that?
it's a board game that we play on Tabletop Simulator.
We've gotten a little bit off topic here.
Yeah, we haven't rated the episode yet.
8.5.
Oh, I thought it was better than 8.5.
Hey, I'm gonna go 9s. I didn't like the possession element. I think if we hadn't had it, it would have been a 10.
But so
Why didn't you like it?
I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know. I think it makes me uncomfortable for some weird reason.
So one thing that's interesting is this is like the first time a non-Jedi Force user-ish person has kind of
Been a Force ghost.
close to it.
I didn't even think of it that way though.
The Lando series had the possessed artifact,
Oh, yeah.
but this is like because Mother Tolzin, you could see it was her.
Yeah.
That's the name of the Night Sister lady.
Well, okay, so these witches were like supposedly Darth Maul's sisters, right?
So it gets quite
He
confusing.
said they were his sisters, but then they're
Yeah,
like gonna
but-
kill him.
Like adopted. They're
But
like
still, why would they try to kill him?
It's weird. They made his brother Savage Opress, who you don't know. He looks like him, but he's green instead of red.
And he's bigger.
So they gave him Force powers, and like they tried to use the two of them to destroy the Jedi. They manipulated him, and it's just the whole backstory is quite weird.
Yeah, it's really back and forth. Like they go from being allies to not to allies to not.
Okay.
I'll give it a 9.25. I thought it was really good.
It was pretty good. Okay.
You guys are still incredibly tardy on your book reports.
I can't remember what
Yeah, I
it is.
don't remember any of that stuff.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was I
I know what I'm
supposed
supposed to do. I'm supposed to watch that show.
The Force back with
Watch
Subtitles
episode
on.
7 when she gets the lightsaber with the subtitles.
Yeah, we're going on vacation. So you're going to have plenty of time to do that.
yeah.
Sounds good.
What if we bring our Apple TV
I was thinking about that today.
so we can do something while we're
Doing
sleeping?
nothing on vacation.
Well, yeah, so because they're otherwise we have to download everything we want to watch. I thought about the kids downloading stuff on their iPads and then they could watch a real movie on the TV if we get stuck in the hotel.
A lot of like hotels, you can't plug stuff in anymore.
yeah,
It's weird.
it's dumb.
Okay.
Bring your own TV. Problem solved. Why didn't you get an Airbnb?
It was like a vacation club timeshare deal.
Who hooked you into that?
Jenny.
Holiday Inn. I didn't hook you into it.
Who signed us up for the first one? Was it you or me?
It was me, I think.
Vacation clubs? You know
who
those are
talked
a
us-
scam, right?
Who talked
It's
you into
actually
the
a
third
really
one?
cheap vacation when you were talking about 7 people staying for a whole week.
Yeah,
on
but
the
that's because
beach.
you're cheating.
What do you mean?
You're not paying the per person rate for the room.
That's why we do it. It's
Right,
a
'cause you're
good
cheating.
deal.
That's not the deal.
No, we told them how many people we had, and they provided us with.
Yeah, there's not a per person rate. We have.
Most hotels have that.
It's not a hotel. It's a resort. It's like a condo. It's like
Yeah.
a resort club.
I have no idea what letter we were on.
I don't either. So for some reason, Inbox like arbitrarily decides which ones should be in what order.
Yeah, it does sometimes. It's a little weird.
I'm gonna presume
When did we post the last episode?
like
Last-
2 weeks ago.
No, it was not.
Yes,
2
it
weeks
was.
Ago. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was like 8 days ago.
So we've got Seth Simmons' letter that
March 26th.
is sort of about twin sons.
Yeah, we can't read that one.
All right, here we go.
So there's Chris
Anthony,
Calwas,
Tony.
I snoozed that one.
Tony, we got. You ready?
I don't. What?
Anthony Lonick.
I don't have that one. Weird.
Goes by Tony. T-Dog. I like to
Maybe
call
he
him.
sent it to you personally.
Letters. What's up, everyone? I'll try to keep my email short. I work third shift assembly, so I've listened to all your episodes more than once. Your podcast is incrementally better. Hold on. Oh, man. I had to sneeze and then it went away. That's
So now I know why that didn't show up. So what's weird is we'll get these emails, and then sometimes I'll have tangential conversations in the same thread, and it will dump it out of my SWNU folder and put it into my just general.
Oh, okay. I don't
So,
sort.
I had
I don't sort
multiple-
mine. I just leave them in the main and then just search letters at every time I'm looking it up.
I had multiple emails with Tony back and forth. So
Oh.
anyways, go ahead.
Try to keep my email short. I work third shift assembly, so I've listened to all your episodes more than once. Your podcast is incrementally better than all of the rest. Incrementally. Does that mean barely?
No,
It means by certain increments
Yeah.
that he hasn't described. It could
It's
be
a-
very tiny increments.
it's an
Yeah.
inside joke from how I rated one of my ratings.
Oh, okay.
Because for Rogue One, I said I wanted it to be incrementally better than The Force Awakens.
Got it. Okay, good. He says, quote, standard scoring, end
That's
quote, of course. That's
Another joke.
Yeah. Couple topics. Man, you listeners are so much smarter than me. How/why does Vader die in Return of the Jedi? Don't tell me a little Force lightning short-circuited him. He's been through worse. Already ready to refute any Mason theories of knowledge and wisdom.
So what do you think, Jen? A person who's never seen Return of the Jedi. How do you think Darth Vader died at the end of Return of the Jedi?
She's seen the one with the Ewoks, right?
Yeah.
That's a very non-committal
Yeah,
yes.
she was not very confident in that.
Maybe he died of a broken heart because wasn't he trying to save Luke?
He does.
Didn't he jump in front of
He picks
Palpatine?
up Palpatine while Palpatine is shocking Luke.
and he's
then
a
chucks
robot,
him off the
right?
side. Yeah, so he gets,
Spoilers.
well, yeah, big time spoilers for Return of the Jedi. He gets some ancillary lightning up in him while the Emperor's,
Yeah, and you see his bones.
yeah, his skeleton that he doesn't really have anymore,
I
that they
don't know.
fixed in the Blu-ray, mind you.
So is it supposed to be like the machine part of him shorting out or what?
Don't know. That's why I'm asking you for your
Oh.
interpretation first.
Maybe he's not dead. I don't know.
Okay, do you want my theory?
Yeah.
So it is that it's short-circuited. He's weak. He can't really breathe on his own. He has to have that respirator.
Oh yeah, maybe that shorted out his respirator.
Right, so it shorts out
now
his respirator.
his shriveled little lungs can't take it.
Right, the lightning hurts him because it's force lightning. His already frail body, and he can't Vader breathe anymore, so he dies.
So
So
it's like it cut his life support.
Basically, yeah.
He is a big walking life support system. I think there's an element of that because he is wheezing pretty hard.
Yeah.
But I think most of it is that he's given up his hate. His hate was fueling him to stay alive.
Oh man,
His hate for the
that's
Emperor.
Scary.
Yeah. And so when Luke saves him and
He
he
just
subsequently
gave up.
saves Luke, he's
So
like,
his
I'm ready to
heart
just
grew
go.
too big.
His heart grew too big
His
for
heart
his body.
unbroke.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
It's like
Josh.
the
Yeah, I
kinda
know.
like-
You're such an emotional man.
I don't know what to tell you.
go
Hey,
right to
you
the heart.
didn't just think of that. You're like, I don't know. Why don't you give me a theory?
No, I wanted to hear yours first so that it wasn't sullied by anything we...
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. So you should do the book Lords of the Sith. Awesome. Speaking of that,
Is that new?
It
No.
came out right after they announced the Disney acquisition of Lucasfilm.
so it's like
Hmm.
canon.
It
Is
took
it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it took some of the last episodes of the Clone Wars and some of the comic books. I can't remember what the comic books were called. I think just Son of Dathomir or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I don't think so.
But anyways,
I
it
thought
took...
that's what Nolan wanted.
Yeah, but that's not what this book was based on.
Oh.
Oh, Lords of the Sith is not that one, is it? This one's about just Palpatine and Vader.
Yeah, it's a buddy cop movie with
Yeah.
Palpatine and Vader.
What was the other one?
They're on a planet, and I think they're on. It's got Hera's dad in it.
Yeah, Cham Syndulla.
Yeah, and
Ryloth.
Yep, they're on Ryloth.
What was the other one? Well, it was called Lords of the Sith. No, what was it called? I can't remember.
Son of Dathomir is a comic. That's Maul.
Yeah, there was a book for that too.
What? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyways, we have not reviewed Lords of the Sith.
Well, we promised somebody we'd do Son of Dathomir too, and I have it on Comixology. Maybe that's the next comic we should do.
I think you promised Icy
A lot of
Spidey.
things. Yeah, probably. I read that book already, so I'm ready. I can do it right now. Since the Plagueis book is now not canon, do we really know for sure he was Sidious's master? Could just be an old wives' tale by now. The story could be completely different.
What you said is accurate.
Yeah, the Plagueis book is one of my favorite Star Wars books ever.
Too bad it doesn't matter anymore.
Jen, used to be fan club number 2 until you took a slight dig at Kentucky in the last episode.
Ugh, this really upset me. I don't even remember talking about Kentucky.
Yeah, that's
why
just
were
the
we
kind of
talking
person
about
you are.
Kentucky?
Yeah, you're very, very, not discriminatory, but
What?
prejudiced.
Somebody says something about Wisconsin, and you are like,
There's a reason for that.
I don't have anything against Kentucky.
You did in the
Obviously
statement.
you do. I have no idea what you said. I'll have to
I don't
pull up
even
the
know
tape.
how
The
Kentucky
flippant
would
nature
come
of
up.
it should even further.
Enforce our thoughts.
Yeah.
The only is that where your sister lives?
She barely lives in
barely,
Kentucky.
yeah.
Well, that's the only thing I know about Kentucky is that your sister lives there.
And we went canoeing there.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So I'm really, really sorry, Tony.
She needs her fans.
I
You
don't
should
know
see
what
the
I
wide-eyed,
said.
crazy look she has right now.
I don't know what I said, but I didn't mean it.
So
I like how you're worried about these people liking you, but
not anyone else.
me.
Oh, whatever.
You guys are great. Please keep it up.
StarWars.com officially says Plagueis was his, not his master. His master. There you go.
It does say that?
Yeah.
Oh, he said... Oh, no, he doesn't say that.
It just says it in a database for Star Wars Episode 3.
Well, I was thinking about in Episode 3 where he's talking to...
It's mentioned in Tarkin, the novel Tarkin, for some reason.
Okay. Hopefully your first dark side user in Nerd Squadron, Tony. He's a dark side user?
That's what he claims.
Ew. Okay, we're going to do one more email and we'll save the other one for next episode. This one's from our buddy Drew. This is going to be a lot of inside baseball.
Wait, what? You're not going to talk about John's email?
What email?
John Best's email right after Anthony's?
I don't have that one.
It's from the same day.
I don't have it.
You didn't read it, Jen.
Yeah, read it.
Okay, John Best. Am I the only one that gets John's letters?
I don't know. I have it.
Is it John J.
It's
Best,
entitled
PIA?
Episode 100.
Yeah. SWNU crew. Thanks for the induction into Nerd Squadron. I am quite moved and hope I will uphold the standards and expectations of the squadron. I had to laugh
That's
at
right.
the chicken discussion. Jen going before the council. I want to raise this chicken, council. Oh, then council. We sense in her much fear and she's too old to begin the training. Jen, you must see she is a special chicken and will fulfill the prophecy and bring balance to Washington. Council, we forbid you from raising this chicken. That is our decision.
And then Jen does it anyway.
Well, you guys said I should just sneak them in.
That's how you get Darth Clucker.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations on 100 episodes. Nerd 3 standing by.
Thanks, John. John J. Best, PIA.
So you never saw that one?
Yeah, I did. I remember reading it now, but I don't have it in here.
Okay, the next one is from Drew.
Yeah.
Do you want to read that one?
Why?
All right, fine.
We were going to wait for the next episode.
Why?
For this one too? For
What about the
Drew's?
Seth Simmons one?
Yeah,
we got
Seth,
two
that
from
was-
Seth.
Yeah.
We can't
We have
read
two from
Seth
Seth?
Simmons because he's talking about some
No,
Rebels episodes.
so the Rebels one we won't talk about. The other one he sent another one in. So we got a third email from the Maxfield Parish motif.
I know. I was just like, I'm done. I cannot. I can't even read this whole thing again.
Yeah, I think we should read the next two on the next episode.
Okay. Sorry, Drew. All right. We are on the BenView network.
You should talk about the fact that you're going to Celebration.
We are going to Celebrations.
And what day you're going to be there.
On Thursday. The Thursday of Celebrations, 2017.
I think it's singular.
Whatever.
Mr. Bloodline.
Oh.
Bloodline.
Oh my gosh.
Bloodline.
Oh my gosh.
April 13th.
April 13th, we will be at Celebration, and we'll be rocking it around there. If you see us, say hi to us. We would love to talk to you and high five.
Are you going to go to any panels?
I don't know. I haven't looked at what's there. When I go to cons, I like to just go and walk around.
I know. I like to plan it out and be like, what panels
plan it
where?
out.
Who's going to be here?
Plan it out.
What time should I go?
Plan it out.
I can't because they won't tell you anything.
Right.
They announced all the main panels.
Anyway. Oh, hey, I do know something
There's
that's
a
happening.
tattoo pavilion.
Yeah, I know. Me and Jesus are getting tattoos. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're getting
No.
Nerd Squadron logos. He said if I did it, he'd do it. And I think it'd
If
be cool.
Jesus jumps off a bridge, are you going to do it?
but if
If he jumped off
one
a
of-
bridge, Jesus would do it.
right, but if we have a fan with our logo tattooed on their body, come on now.
Come on now. What is that?
He did send me a link on Facebook Messenger, and he said there's a bounty hunt event, scavenger hunt that his wife and him are in a team for, and he thought we might like it too. But there's nothing in here about an invite to join his team.
For what?
It's like a scavenger hunt at
Scavenger
Celebration.
hunt, yeah.
Oh, how did they get that?
I don't know.
You
From
just show
3 to
up
5
and say you
p.m.
want to do it.
You can register online up until 12 noon Eastern time on April 7th. So we got 2 days. So Jesus, if you listen to this, let us know. And start planning that tattoo. You're going to have to bring the artwork with us so we can get it worked out.
Because the 13th
I
is the
think
first
you're
day, right?
tattooed good.
The 13th is the first day,
Yeah.
the Thursday.
Yeah, we'll be there that first day.
There's a very special tribute to the 40th anniversary of Star Wars
I know.
at 11 a.m.
Coffee with Kenobi is going to be on the podcast stage that day too.
There's
Yeah, we lucked out on that one.
We can go say hello.
There's droid racing.
What? Is A-Rad going to be there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Andy Radovich with his R2.
I don't know. I would assume so. He usually goes.
Cool.
What is the...
We still have a Patreon.
We do.
So if you're into that,
Supposedly we got our first contributions yesterday or someday. I don't know. I haven't set it up yet.
okay. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, we need to send out the stuff.
Well, they're supposed to provide their emails the first time that or not their emails, their addresses the first time that the money actually.
Did you set it so it sends the emails?
It forced them to put their address in
Oh, okay.
when they signed up, but we don't get it until the first time
It should have
the
already
payments
happened.
process.
It should have happened on the first.
I just told you it happened a couple days ago.
You
Today
just haven't
being
dealt with it.
the 5th, a couple days ago,
All
would
right.
fall right in the
So
window.
all you guys that should have gotten stickers are going to get stickers. Don't you fret. Josh the Tosh is on the case.
We have the stickers. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of transcribing
Distributing
your
them.
addresses onto an envelope and then putting a stamp on it and then walking it over to the mailbox.
Yeah, I'm still woefully behind with the t-shirts. We have an order form available. We just got to do it and
Wait,
announce it.
That must have been... Are you talking about on Etsy?
No,
What do you mean by an order form?
we're going to do a first... Well, I'm just going to announce it on the podcast. We're going to do a first run order where we're going to do a special shirt with Fighting Minox. You remember that one that he sent over?
Yeah.
So we're going to do that one where everybody can get a gray kind of worn varsity. It's kind of almost more like an athletic shirt kind of with the Fighting Minox. So if anybody wants them, we're going to do special orders on them.
How are you going to handle that?
We're going to have a order form posted online with Google Forms,
Okay.
and then we'll submit the responses once we close it off. Like we'll have an end date, and then we'll send it.
And how are you going to do money processing?
I don't know. They can PayPal me the money. I haven't thought it all the way out.
Well, let's not work out the details here.
Well,
Wrap
people are
it
going to
up,
be
Tim.
inquiring.
Well, I just told them we'll work it out.
So you should, that will happen someday.
Click on our Amazon link on starwarsnerdsunite.com and buy all of your Amazon goods and sundries, please.
I bought Joe a keyboard today.
Did you?
He's been playing Minecraft, and my keyboard, the keys are too dark and small. I got him a giant kid's keyboard.
Nice.
Yeah,
What a good dad.
I know.
When you said keyboard, I thought you meant like a piano.
I have a keyboard and a piano.
I knew better. He's got a real piano in his house.
Real piano.
What else do we need to plug here? We're on Retro Junkies Podcast Network. Celebration. What am I forgetting?
I don't know. You said the Patreon.
Yep, that's it.
See? Check it out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, giant letters, and the keys are bigger
Why are they different colors?
because the vowels are purple.
Oh, okay.
It's supposedly intelligent people and that sort of thing designed
Can
it.
identify that.
No, designed it because it enhances hunt and peck typing. Like it helps with hunt and peck when you're that young,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't teach them how to use a real keyboard because you'll jack up their hands.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that's our episode for tonight. Enjoy it, everyone. See you at Celebration. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
May the force be with you.
Did you hear that? We're doomed.
This podcast is a part of the BenView network.
You can find this and other podcasts like it at benviewnetwork.com.
Message from Ray Gun Readers.
Okay, try it now. Is it working
Yeah, I
now?
think it's
Okay,
working.
move over.
People of Earth, I am Abysme.
And I'm Paprika.
We have crash landed on a moon in your solar
crashed
system.
us, I wasn't
Shut
driving.
up, I'm on the phone. And we'll maintain this frequency while repairs are made.
Which could take a while, so we decided to read some science fiction while we wait.
If you crave imaginative stories, intelligent discussion, and comedic banter, be sure to tune in each week.
Here on BenView or on YouTube at Ray Gun Readers.
Until we speak again, farewell and safe
Why are
travels.
you doing that stupid voice?
It's not stupid, you're stupid and
You
insubordinate.
don't outrank me.
we're doomed.
This podcast is a part of the BenView network.
You can find this and other podcasts like it at BenviewNetwork.com.